Hello and a very good morning to all of you. I see about half the people in the call have joined the Kahoot. I request all of you to as soon as possible. To join the Kahoot, very simple process. There is www.kahoot.it and enter the game pin that you see here 7539328. Right? It'll ask you for a nickname after that. All you have to do is enter your name. So for those of you watching, give me a moment, June. Just changing my internet because it's a little unstable. There we go. That should be good. Yeah. There we go. Now, once again, just wanted to give the instructions to everybody who's watching both on YouTube as well as those who have joined into the Zoom call. Please do join the Kahoot app. If you want to answer the questions that we are going to present to you, you will have to use the Kahoot app. There is no Zoom chat. There's no answering. The chat is open, but that is only for you to ask any doubts or queries that you have. It will not be used to accept answers, right? All the answers that will be accepted will come up on the Kahoot platform. So it's very simple. You see the questions on your Zoom call and you answer the questions on Kahoot. Some questions you have to type in an answer, some questions you have to just do multiple choice, for some questions you have to do arrange the following, different kinds of formats. They'll all be a lot of fun. General knowledge questions, nothing on a particular theme, so everybody can answer every question, right? Now so once again, to join into the platform, it's very simple. Open another device, maybe a mobile phone or another laptop or something like that. Mobile phone and go to a browser, press www.kahoot.it into that browser. There it will ask you for a game pin. So the game pin is for this particular Kahoot is 7539328. Once you enter the game pin, it will ask for some kind of nickname. Please enter your own real name, right? Right, that's the only way we'll know who the winners are and who the winners are not, right? So please enter your own real name. So I see just about half of the participants have joined into the Kahoot. In the interest of being fair, I'm going to wait until about 11:05, 11:07. Wait for everyone to join in and then start the quiz. So on your screen there, you see a game pin 7539328. That's the game pin. If you want to join in, please go to www.kahoot.it first on a mobile phone browser or any other kind of browser. That's how you can enter the answers for this quiz, right? There's no other way to answer the questions. You'll have to open it on another device because you need one device to use Zoom call, the other or YouTube or whatever the case may be. On the other device, you have to use the Kahoot, right? So open a browser, go to www.kahoot.it, enter the game pin that you see on the screen 7539328, and then it'll ask you for a nickname. When they ask you for the nickname, please enter your own name, your real name. That's the only way we'll know who's answered questions. and that's the only way we'll be able to reach out. See a couple of people asking for the game pin on the chat. It's on visible on the Zoom screen right now in big letters, 7539328. Please use that to log. Hope that's fine, right? So I have 11:04 right now. I will wait probably another 2 to 3 minutes maximum. After that, I will be starting the quiz. So for the people on the Zoom call, I'm going to post the instructions one last time on the chat. It's www.kahoot.it. That's the website you have to go to. It'll ask you for a game pin. The game pin is on your screen. It is 7539328. Right? And then it'll ask you for a nickname. Please enter your own real name. Right? And everyone, please do log into this platform, the Kahoot platform. All the questions are going to be on it. All the answers are going to be accepted on it. Right? I'm not going to be using the Zoom chat to accept answers. And generally, if you have any doubts, please ask me now via the Zoom chat, because it's very tough for me to pause the quiz in between to look at the Zoom chat because it moves rather quickly, right? So if you have any doubts, please ask me now. Okay. So for those of you watching on YouTube, please do log into the Kahoot as well. I have 11:05, 1 more minute, and then I will start the quiz. So just to give you, maybe some people just joined in today, and to give you all a bit of context, the last 4 weeks, you don't need to change your name in Zoom. It's okay, no problem. As long as you've entered your correct name in into the Kahoot, that's good. Right. Yeah. So as I was saying, for those of you who joined in today, maybe you missed a couple of weeks of this quiz. We've been running a kind of leaderboard over the last 3 weeks, and this is the 4th week of that. So after today, after the quiz is done, it'll take some time. I'll have to look through the last 4 weeks and put together a leaderboard of the top winners. And I'll also be announcing today what you're going to win if you're in the top 10. Okay, we're gonna give prizes away to top 10 people, and maybe a few more of you as well if you're lucky. So but don't worry about any of that for today. Just participate in the quiz, answer the questions, right? And enjoy yourself. So I see for about 41 participants in the Zoom call. I hope all of you know that you have to join into the Kahoot. Very simple process. This is the last time I'm repeating it though. For those of you who join in after this, those of you watching on YouTube who join in late, I'm sorry, we're about to start with the quiz. If you want to answer the questions, the instructions are on the screen, www.kahoot.it. You open that on a browser, enter the game pin 7539328, and you can participate in answer questions, right? So I have 11:07, which is what I'd say when I said I'd start. So that is what I will do. So without any further ado, let's begin with this week's Q-Shala quiz. Right. Round 1 is called a surprise round. It's just essentially a fun round where you have to type in the answers. Okay. We also would like to recommend that you check out our YouTube channel. We've got some lovely bits of info that run. Right now, this is a video we've got going on Ruskin Bond.
Slice of life filled with places, memories, and relationships. Here is a curation of 5 works of Ruskin Bond that are a must-read for all ages.
Right. Someone's asking for the Kahoot pin. It's on the bottom of your screen, 7539328. Please log in through there. Okay, right. Here we go. Question number 1. Pratibha Patel is a former president of our country. She is also a college level champion in which sport that today we best know because of a person named Manika Batra plays. The spelling is 5 letters and 6 letters. Both the words of the sport start with the same letter of the alphabet, right? So, for example, my name is Abid Abdullah, so AA, right? Just like that. The sport also starts, both words start with the same letter. And it's an indoor sport mostly. People play it inside, typically during holidays and things like that. It's something you might enjoy. And believe it or not, our former president of India was once a college level champion in the sport. So which sport are we talking about that she used to play? Both words of the sport start with the same letter. In fact, if you just give those 2 letters, people call this sport like that also. Okay. Ideally, I want a 5-letter and space 6-letter answer. Let's see what you have done. 4 of you figure out table tennis as the correct answer. As I said, I would have accepted TT also, which is why I said if you just give those 2 letters good enough. Let's see what that's done to the students. Okay, Yukti Malika is in the lead, Swarag is in second, Nandika is in third, Varun in fourth, and Iha is in fifth. Okay, so we have a top 5 to start with. Let's move to the next one. Madame Tussauds recently opened a museum in which Middle Eastern city that, among other things, also has a statue of Virat Kohli. So this is a city in Middle East Asia, right? It's an Arab country, right? Arab-speaking nation, right? For those of you joining in late asking me for PIN, it's at the bottom of the screen, 7539328. Please refer to it. Please come on time from next week, from the next quiz. Right, yeah. So again, for this question, it's a 5-letter city. It's in the Middle East, right? And a lot of cricket is played there, which is why Virat Kohli features in this particular edition of Madame Tussauds. It's not that got that global popularity. Like several places don't even know what cricket is, right? But he is present in this city's Madame Tussauds, a wax statue of him. Which city are we talking? See, 8 of you got the answer right. This was, of course, Dubai, which is one of the most popular cities in the world for tourism. A lot of people think it's the capital, or some people even think it's a country on itself. But Dubai is not a country; it's a city, and it's not the capital. It is in the country of the United Arab Emirates, of which the capital is Abu Dhabi. Right. Okay, so Yukti Malika holds the lead. Iha comes into second. Yashas in third, Sampurna in fourth, and Mahir in fifth. Okay, good looking scoreboard so far. Let's see if the third question changes that. The game pin is 7539328. It will come at the bottom of your screen. Please refer to it. Right. This is the mascot of a brand that will lose its mustache in November. So in November, there is this tradition that a lot of men will shave off their beards and mustaches because they want to promote a particular health cause, right? For example, 2 years ago, it was cancer, but for the last 2 years, it's been mental health, right? So this brand was also famous for the mascot that you see on the screen. It has a nice big mustache generally, but for November, which is in November, they're going to remove the mustache. On which famous snacks that comes in a can do you generally see this mascot? That is the question. Let's see how many of you can answer it. I'm sorry, I cannot give anyone a share option. Right. 8 of you got it right. Pringles was, of course, the answer we're looking for. Well done. Right. Let's look at the scores. Yukti Malika is still in first. Iha is in third. Mahir is in third, sorry. Manyata in fourth, and Sudiksha in fifth. Right. Okay, right. Children, I'm seeing a lot of people again asking for the pin. I'm going to type it in one last time, but from now on, uh, please come on time, right? 75393. Tejaswini, I cannot give you a share option. It's I don't have control of the Zoom call. The options are blocked to allow other participants to share. Only a host and co-host can share. If you have a problem, you can send it to me on chat. I'll try to solve it for you. Wait, hold on. Let me just share the game pin one more time for everyone's benefit so that you can log in 7539328. So that's the game pin, everyone. Right. I hope everyone that wanted the game pin has got it. For someone who had some help, who I believe is Tejaswini, please ask me your doubt on the chat. I can't give any. I can't give a change. I can't change that option of sharing the screen or anything. You can ask me your doubt on chat. I'll try to help. Okay, is my screen not visible to anybody else or just to me? Everybody can see my screen. I can see a few. Last year, can you give me a thumbs up? Yeah, thank you. Right, you can see my screen. So Govind, I'm not sure what issue is. I think the screen is visible to everybody else. Yeah, for those of you raising your hand like that, you can ask doubts on chat, please. I can't unmute you either. How to join the quiz? Okay, very simple process. I'm going to go to on a mobile phone, press www.kahoot.it on a mobile phone browser such as Google Chrome. It'll ask you for a game pin. On that game pin, you type the number that I'm sharing with everyone, 7539328. It'll ask you then after that for a nickname. There you have to write your name. Okay. That is the process to join the quiz. Now, I think I've already spent enough time explaining the process. You should have joined on time. I will not be repeating this again. Join the quiz if possible. If not, I'm moving on now. Right. Okay. So at Qshala, we also like to give a little bits of extra information to everyone, right? So it's a quick experiment you can try and run at home. The next time you buy peas, right? Everybody likes to eat peas, I think. Matar paneer, I think, is one of my favorite dishes. But we always need to check whether that peas have been adulterated or not. Adulterated means whether they've added chemicals and things like that, right? So how do you test that is, take the peas that you want to test, put it in a transparent glass of water, right? Mix it nicely, and if you just wait for about half an hour, ideally, good peas will not leave any color, right? But however, if you have adulteration or chemicals have been added to the peas, then there'll be a dark green color in the water, right? So next time you want to check whether your peas are good or not, this is the way you check, right? Okay, here we go. Let's move to the next one. Yeah, so this is a tradition we generally followed at Kyoshala, which is to take a photo. So at this moment in time, I request everyone, please switch on your cameras. We'll take a picture. There we go, right? So on my count, when everyone takes a picture, generally what do they say? They say cheese, right? But we're all Indians, right? Let's go with a little desi cheese, right? On my count, I'll say 3, 2, 1. Everybody say paneer. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Paneer. Okay, lovely. Great to see all of you and your lovely smiles. Yes, Tejaswini, please wait. The questions have not yet moved on. There are no questions as of yet, right? Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. Round 2 is called connect. So it's a Kushala favorite. You'll see a lot of images. You have to tell me what the connect is. Okay, here's the first. It's a 4-letter connect for this one. One is a phrase that you use when you want to politely decline an offer. Then you see a very famous K-drama actor and also K-pop singer. Then there's a place called Moss Syndrome, which has got the world record for most amount of this thing, right? Then there's a Ruskin Bond book called The Blue Dash, right? You see whatever that dash is in the picture, you use it whenever whatever happens, right? 4-letter word, whenever this 4-letter happens. There's a raga named Rag Malhar. So if you know what Malhar means, you'll get the answer. And this word that we use for it in English comes from a Latin word meaning met. So all of these things connect to a 4-letter answer. What is that 4-letter answer? So I think your biggest clue would be to figure out what would you use that thing in the Ruskin Bond book picture for. Look at this. You can see the character there is holding something. Something should be happening ideally. That is 4 letters long. Or if you know who this guy is, this Korean guy is, you will know the answer right away. Moss Syndrome is a village that is very, very famous for this for a particular reason. Why it's famous for this, I'll tell you after the answer comes out. Let's look at the answer. There we go. 7 of you got it right. This was, of course, rain, right? Yeah. Children, please stop like sending me updates on the chat. It is very, very distracting for me, right? Unless it's a very pressing issue, please don't send anything in the chat, right? Okay. Here we so 7 of you got this right. This was, of course, rain. So let me explain the connect. So a phrase used to politely decline an offer whenever, say for example, somebody says your friend has called you, hey, let's play cricket today or something, but you don't like cricket, you don't want to play cricket. So you politely say, let me take a rain check, right? And that's the phrase you use. If you want to politely say, maybe not. That is a Korean actor and singer named Rain. Moss Syndrome is actually a village in the northeast of India that records the highest amount of rainfall in the world, right? It's the highest amount of rainfall in the year. It rains almost throughout the year in this place. There are two villages, in fact, almost very close to each other, Moss Syndrome and this other place called Cherrapunji, right? Rag Malhar, as in Raga, the Raga Malhar is also a reference to the rain. The word rain comes from a Latin word for wet, and that is, of course, the blue umbrella by Ruskin Bond. So, and of course, an umbrella being something you use in the rain. So, well done to all of you who got that right. Let's look at the scores. Iha is on fire. Yukti Malika is still in the lead, though. Mahir is in third. Khadija has now come to fourth, and Daivik is in fifth. Right. Let's look at this. Let's move to the next one, the next Kahoot question. Well done to all of you who answered that correctly. Connect 7,6. So I want a cricketer's name whose nickname is Jussie. He has over 108 wickets as of today. It might increase today evening if that helps, because they're going to play today evening. He has 59 ODI wickets and 101 T20 wickets. He was born on the 3rd of December in 1993 in Ahmedabad. He's an Indian fast medium bowler. He plays for the Mumbai Indians in the Indian Premier League, and that's his number for Team India, which is 100, right? So I've given you a part of his name also. The first 3 letters of his name are there. Generally spelled with a 7. I mean, the correct spelling is 7 letters and 6 letters. We have accommodated as many as possible in terms of incorrect spellings, but only so many we can predict, right? Okay, let's see how many of you got the answer right. 6 of you did. Jasprit Bumrah is in fact the answer we were looking for. Well done to all of you who got it right. One of India's top fast bowlers who hopefully will help India today beat Pakistan in the T20 World Cup. Right. There's the scores. Daivik has now jumped up to third. Good job, Daivik. But Khadija has 3 in a row. Good job. Let's move to the next one. Yeah, this is Jasprit Bumrah. For those of you who weren't aware before, let's move to the next one. So this is called rapid fire. Bunch of questions, all about, all to be answered very quickly. Most of them will be multiple choice. There is one arrange the following. According to BMC data, which Indian city was in the news for reporting zero COVID-19 deaths for the first time very recently? That is just yesterday. Was it Mumbai, Bangalore, Kochi, or Chennai? So which city's local corporation is called the BMC, right? If you can figure that out, you'll get the answer. And you have a lovely image of that city there in the picture as well. 7 of you got it right. BMC stands for Bombay Metropolitan Corporation, which is the old name of Mumbai. Today, of course, it's called Mumbai, but Bombay was what it used to be called. And in the picture, you see the lovely Bandra Worli Sea Link, which is one of the most beautiful bridges that you'll see in our country, especially at night. It looks lovely, as you can see in this picture here. So well done. So a lot of you went for Bangalore, which is BMTC, right? Tough luck there. Let's look at the scores. Khadija takes the lead with that lovely answer, and Avyuk is up 7 places, who's been a regular top 5 finisher. Let's see if Avyuk can make it back to the top 5 as well. Here comes the next one. Simple true or false. This is something called the Nebra sky disk, which is the world's oldest map of celestial objects. Celestial objects means things in space, right? It is named after a constellation. So is there a constellation called the Nebra? True or false? That's all you need to answer. True or false? You can tell me. So just have to tap which you think is the correct answer. 7 of you went for false. That's right. There's no constellation called the Nebra. 20 of you went for true. Unfortunately, that's right. Sampurna enters the top 5 with that answer, and Chandana is up 6 places. Great answering. Otherwise, the top 5 remains largely the same. Let's go. A nice video for you as well. On the
An ancient object thought to be the world's oldest map of the stars is to go on display at the British Museum. The Nebra sky disk is widely believed to be 3,600 years old, dating from the Bronze Age. The bronze disk was unearthed in Germany in 1999 and is considered one of the most important archaeological finds of the 20th century. But its discovery has also been controversial, with a small number of scholars disputing its authenticity. The Nebra disk measures about 30 centimeters and has a blue-green patina emblazoned with gold symbols representing the sun, moon, stars, solstices, and other cosmic. According to UNESCO, which includes the artifact on its global list of important historic documents, the disk gives a unique glimpse into humanity's early knowledge of.
Okay, so that's a little bit about the Nebra disk. Let's move to the next question. India will send 5,000 metric tons of wheat to which neighboring country that is currently going through a food crisis and has political instability? This is the parliament of that country. Are they sending this wheat to Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or Afghanistan? So which country has been in the news recently that's a neighbor of India, that's been having all sorts of problems thanks to a group called the Taliban? 17 of you got this perfectly right. This is, of course, Afghanistan. Khadija in the lead. Yukti Malika is in second. Sampurna has jumped up to third. Varun enters the top 5. And Arnab Mohanty is up 4 places. Let's move to the next one. Another true or false. Maulid is celebrated in observance of the birthday of the Islamic prophet of Muhammad. Is this true or false? Very simple one. Some of you who have been following news, maybe you had a holiday recently and you wondered why. If you know why that happened, maybe you know if this is true or false. 3 seconds to go. 23 if you figured it out, absolutely right. This is a birthday celebrating the Prophet Muhammad's birthday. There we go. Yukti Malika takes the lead. So the Sampurna, Daivik is in third, Khadija in fourth, and Mahir has come back to the top 5. Last few questions to go. Nach Mera Hero is a song by someone named Selena Sharma. In which of the following Marvel movies that is going to release very soon will this song come? Is it Eternals, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? I have a poster of the film there. All you need to do is look at the film and decide. Okay, looks like everyone answered very quickly. The correct answer was Eternals, which features an a Pakistani American actor named Kumail Nanjiani, and for his particular portion, there's this song called Naach Mera Hai. Khadija is back into the top five. So is Avyuk, and Yashas, who was in the top five quite a while, is up 3 places. Let's see if he can rejoin the top five. Next question. So this is a puzzle. Now you have to put all these boxes in the correct place and press the Kahoot submit button. Okay. The question is, you see Darjeeling Tea, Pashmina Shawl, Halim, and Tanjavur Paintings. Go from north to south. Whichever is the most north, that should come in your extreme left. Whichever is the most south, that should come in your extreme right. Right? You have to put all of this in the correct order and then press the Kahoot submit button. Right? Some of them have the names in the thing, right? Darjeeling is in, of course, Darjeeling. Pashmina, I think you can figure out from the name where it is from. Halim, we're talking about Hyderabadi Halim specifically. And of course, Tanjavur is again in its name. So from north to south, put these in the correct order that they're supposed to be in. You have 10 seconds to go. It's a little bit of knowing where all of these things are from, that is which part of the country they are from. 31% of you got it right, which is a fairly decent percentage. The correct order we're looking for is Pashmina shawl, which is from Kashmir, one of the most famous kind of shawls that are in the world. Pashmina is something that even foreigners will pay thousands and thousands of dollars for. Darjeeling tea, one of the most popular teas around the world, again, and the very first product from India to get something called a GI tag. So what is a GI tag, you might be asking? I'll explain that after I tell you about the other 2 products, which is Hyderabadi Halim, a dish made of meat and ghee, and very popular during the month of Ramadan. And finally, Tanjavur Paintings, which is Tanjavur is a small city in Tamil Nadu. It's called the rice bowl of South India. It's famous for its rice production, but also for these little handcrafted paintings that they do, right? So you might be asking me what a GI tag is. Essentially, if there is one particular product that comes from one particular place, then they want to make sure that everybody knows that that product is from that place, right? So for example, all of us may be familiar with Mysore Pak, right? And people want to make sure that if you're eating real Mysore Pak or something that someone made somewhere else and is just claiming that it's Mysore Pak. So a GI tag is a thing given to a specific place that makes these things, right? So that everybody knows that there's a level of authenticity to it. That means it's real and comes only from that place. So you can buy Pashmina shawls only from Pashmina. You can buy Darjeeling tea only from Darjeeling. Hyderabadi Halim only in Hyderabad. And so on and so on, right? That's what a GI tag is. Find out what GI tags are in your city. It's always great fun to know what special products you have. Now for the leaderboard, Sampurna, who has gotten 5 in a row, takes the lead again. Yukti Malika is in second, Khadija is in third, Avyuk is in fourth, and Swarag in. The world's longest race is going to take place in which city in the US that is also affectionately called the Big Apple, right? Is it New York City, Los Angeles, Seattle, or Washington, D.C.? In which of these cities will the soon-to-be world's longest race take place? Is it going to happen in which of these 4 cities? 10 of you got the answer right. New York City is very famously called the Big Apple. Yukti Malika takes back the lead now. Tejaswini is up 5 places and could be in the top 5 soon. But Avyuk has jumped up to 3rd and Iha has jumped up to 5th. So anything could happen with the last few questions coming up. So this is a 3,100 mile race, and essentially they'll run around one single area of New York 5,649 times. It's the world's longest endurance race, and it's going to be happening within New York City. Let's move to the next. Which popular band from the US will have a dance floor that's going to generate electricity? This is a picture of that band. They've even performed in India. Is this One Direction? Is it the Vamps? Is it 5 Seconds of Summer? Or is it Coldplay? So one of these names at least should be very familiar, and only one of these names have come to India to perform. Which band is this that made a dance floor that as people dance, they're going to make electricity? 4 of you got the answer right. This is in fact Coldplay, which is famous for songs like Fix You and things like that. Let's see what that's done to the scores. No change in the scores, but up 4 places. Mahir is the highest climber, so good answer there, Mahir, on that. Last question, which new Indian state has developed India's first smartphone-based e-voting solution, which means people can now put in their votes using smartphones? It's a new Indian state. I've seen put the shape there as well. Is that Bihar, Jharkhand, Telangana, Tripura? One of the newest states to join India. Look at the shape. It's the first to do e-voting. 10 of you got it right. This is, of course, Telangana, which split from Andhra Pradesh to form. Let's look at the podium in just a minute. So I will announce the winner of the 4 weeks competition soon. I'll have to take into account today's results. So it will take a little bit of time. We'll announce it through the app soon enough. What do you win though? You get a free entry into a premium Kushala quiz next weekend that will feature Ruskin. You saw a lot of questions about Ruskin Bond today. You'll get free entry into a Ruskin Bond quiz, or Ruskin Bond quiz, and win an assured autographed copy of the book just by registering for the event. So you win a free book as well, right? And that you'll get the copy of this book, The Tunnel, that has been autographed by him, and you get to interact with Mr. Ruskin Bond next week. Right. So for the rest of you who just want to sign up anyway, I'm just sharing a link for you. If you want to sign up, you can sign up. I'll share it right after the quiz. In the meantime, let's look at today's podium. Finishing in 3rd place with 7 out of 14 was Avyukt. Good answers, Avyukt. Finishing 3rd again, very consistently performing. In 2nd is Sampurna. Good answers. But with 8 out of 14, Yukti Malika takes the lead. Great answers, Yukti Malika. Finishing in 4th is Swarag, and in 5th is Mahir, sorry. Good answering, all of you, and thank you for joining in for today's Kushala quiz. Thank you for coming. Good answering, and we will end the quiz here. For those of you, for the results of the top 4, we'll announce it soon via the app. If you have been coming every week, you'll stand a chance to win a special prize, which is, of course, the one I just mentioned, free entry into the Ruskin Bond quiz. So we'll be announcing soon how that's going to work. You'll, of course, get a copy of the book as well. I'll just share a link with some of you. So if you want to sign up, if you'll know the winners only in a week or so. If you want to sign up before that, I'll just quickly share this link so that you can sign up for this quiz. It's a paid event though. Just want to give you an advance one. Right. So thank you everyone for coming. That's the end of our quiz. I think we can end the stream now and end the meeting as well. Thank you so much for everyone who came. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.